The bout between Mike Tyson and Jake Paul on the July 20th is set to be one of the best attended of 2024. However, the Texas Department of Licensing and Regulations, TDLR, who have control over the fight's regulations due to it taking place in Texas, could throw a spanner in the works. The TDLR's combative sports regulations state that a person aged 36 or older applying for a contestant's license must submit a report of favorable physical testing conducted within the previous 12 months, including but not limited to an EEG electroencephalography and an EKG electrocardiogram. As the fight is set to take place a month after Tyson turns 58, he is certainly over the threshold set at 36 years old. This means that he will have to submit EEG and EKG results to the TDLR in order to enter the ring in Arlington. These regulations are in place to ensure the safety of the fighters, especially ones that are towards the end of their careers. The EEG evaluates any brain disorders, while the EKG evaluates heart disorders. This prevents any fighters from entering the ring with a pre-existing condition that may see them at an increased risk of serious harm during a fight. The final decision will be made by the interim executive director of the TDLR, Brian E. Francis. Tila Mange, communications manager for the TDRL, also said that they can request additional testing, which would not be too surprising given Tyson's age. The regulations were put in place for fighters just over the 36-year-old threshold, not necessarily a fighter going on 60. Also presiding over the position will be the Combative Sports Advisory Board. The board has 9 members who serve 6-year terms. And it includes 4 physicians, 2 representatives of combat sports, a combative referee or judge, a former contestant, and a public member. So, if Tyson fails the testing, is the fight off? It is not quite that simple. The TDLR's combative sports regulations say, the applicant may request an administrative hearing if the executive director determines the physical testing results are not favorable in any way and fails to issue a license for that reason. Essentially, the decision can be appealed. But there would be no guarantee that the fight would go ahead. There has already been tension between the two camps and the TDRL, as both the Tyson and Paul camps have been pushing for the bout to be a professional one, not an exhibition. The key differences between the two are that 16-ounce gloves would be worn in an exhibition, rather than the professional 10-ounce ones, and the rounds would be 2 minutes, not 3. There would also be no official judges to score the fight. The fight is set to be a hugely popular event, with the potential to set record viewing figures. It is being hosted at the AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, which housed the Canelo Alvarez v. Billy Joe Saunders bout in 2021. The attendance for that fight was 73,126. The stadium, usually housing the Dallas Cowboys, has a capacity of 80,000. Tyson vs. Paul will also be the first streamed bout on Netflix, available to all members of the streaming service. Key statistics sourced from BoxRec.